Well, howdy, friends and floorheads and true believers. Welcome to New Eden. It is a gleaming city of tomorrow nestled in the heart of central Texas, a shining oasis rising from the desert, envied by the world for its innovation, wealth, and ambition. When we last left our heroes in issue number 3, they had spent all of their time mostly out of costume, managing their lives and looking for clues about the Bloodcoin cartel. There may be more questions than answers at this point. Who killed Tech Rat? And why did they leave his head for profit to find? Why was footage of the Furnace Financial Bank on the drone they took from the expo? And Silent Tempest found out that the cartel is a collection of expensive mercenaries. But who's funding them? Stay tuned and turn the page. We're going to play to find out after the opening titles. So we spent issue 3 with a series of setting scenes as kind of a downtime after the big fight at the Tech Expo. I feel like we've got a lot of clues out there. We've got a lot of interesting relationships and things tugging at us when we're out of costume. The stage is still yours. So I think Z, you mentioned that you wanted to set a scene for us.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think I'm very interested in how things are going with my new roommate, Midnight Warden's new roommate, Ben, aka Beacon. So yeah, I think what you're going to see is just Midnight Warden standing in this like small, very crammed living room, just holding its face. Ben, could you come here for a moment?
Yeah, okay.
Now, please.
Just a minute.
What are you doing? Just
Nothing.
whatever you're doing, you're gonna clean it up, okay? I don't.
What?
You know what? Don't worry about it. You got a moment? I need to talk to you.
I just come over from my room.
So I really enjoyed the last 24 hours with you. It was just magical so far, but I don't understand. How did you're making such a mess everywhere. There's beard hair all over the sink. I don't even know where it's coming from. You don't even have enough. How does that even happen? You know what? That's okay. That's fine. That's fine. Just clean up after you. But why do you hang your underwear all over the living room to dry? We got a dryer. For crying out loud, you are a dryer. You could just hold it.
That's true.
Yeah,
Yes.
you could.
Oh, yeah.
What if I have a girl over, right? Like a date or something. Right? And then
I look at you and like,
Oh, I know what you're doing. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sure you can teach me all about love, life coach. Just take the underwear, put it somewhere else, okay? I appreciate you getting my mother off my back and eating her food, but
So the next panel, we see the living room and we see yarn string stretched from one corner of the main living room to the other, and we see underwear hanging from it. My only thing is I'm wondering which cartoon characters are depicted on the underwear.
Tell us.
My underwears?
Your underwear. Yes,
D-
Ben.
d- I'm too old for cartoons. Are you kidding me?
All right. Let's turn the page. Who wants to set the next scene for us? What's up?
I would like the scene in the mailroom for Prophet's business.
Oh, okay. So we're in the spire.
Yeah,
Um,
with Abe.
so we're down in the basement with Abe.
Yes. And Ben, I borrowed the coin that you have, the blood coin. All right. So I make my way to the mailroom.
Yep.
Everybody knows me. They kind of like get out of the way, like, oh, Mr. Jacobs, whatever. Oh man, I do the thing with the glasses. Oh yeah. Oh man. Oh. They're like, how did we not know? Like, it's crazy. And I make my way over. I don't want all the other guys and gals down there to know, but I go over to my buddy Abe, and I'm like, hey, Abe, I got something for you.
So he hands you an empty box of his favorite candy. He goes, "Good timing, Prophet. I'm out of candy. Time for refills."
And I take the coin out of my pocket so he can't see it, and I dunk it in the box. And he knows it sounds like a coin going into the box, and I hand it to him.
So he takes it and he pulls it out and he goes, "Where the hell did you find this?"
That's not really important. But what is important is it might be yours to put in your collection if you can get me the right info about it.
Dude, I've never seen anything like this.
I was afraid you were going to say that.
So
No. Are you an expert or are you an expert, Abe?
Well, hold on a second. So he pulls out this huge binder, like this big black binder, and it's got a series of pockets in it, right? And he flips it open and you hear it thud on his desk. And he's flipping over and it's just all of these coins.
Dude, is
in
that a double
different
eagle?
sleeves. It's yeah, dude, I've got like 10 of them.
I must pay you too much.
And he goes through and he goes, actually, hold on a second. And he goes back and he finds a page that's got another dyed coin on it that's dyed a similar color, but the design is totally different. He puts the coin up against it. And he goes, "Oh, that's interesting. It's kind of similar." Huh. He pulls a coin out and he slides that one in and goes,
No.
Closes it up and goes, what?
Hey.
Yeah.
I said, if you gave me pertinent information, it would be yours. Like, where does one acquire such coin?
Oh, okay. So he
Yeah.
he opens up and he goes, well, definitely custom made here. Hold on a second. He takes his webcam off of one of the screens. He's got a wall of screens. He takes one of the webcams off and takes a picture of it. And you just see the flipping through screens, opening windows, searching, like analyzing, enhance, and comes back and it goes, from New York. Some
Really?
company that makes like custom coins. They mostly do like tokens for carnivals and stuff. Looks like they do custom like high-end coins for like magicians and stuff like that. But I can't guarantee it. But that's what's coming up in the cross references. But I've never seen anything like it before. Slides it back into the pocket.
I think I can do something with that there, Abe. And I reach into my jacket pocket and I give him a handful of banana Laffy Taffies.
Well done. Well done, Mr. Jacobs. And he meticulously lays them out, evenly spaced in front of his keyboard. It's going to be a good night tonight.
All right.
And we turn the page. What is our next scene?
I want to try something, if you can hear me.
Ken?
Particularly, I want to put my ear to the ground at my actual place of work with some of the
Ooh,
more
at school?
Yeah, more the troubled youths who may be leading down the road of.
Maybe detention?
Yes, lunch detention. I got stuff to do after
Perfect.
work. Gosh.
Perfect. So we'll set the scene. Cafeteria. Huge cafeteria at this school at the Furnace. Rows and rows of tables, kids of multiple ages. This is high school, so we've got some very young freshmen all the way to kids that failed senior high school a few times and probably need to shave as much as Ben does. And there's a glass room behind it that's separated out that has got one large round table in it. And there's a series of kids that are sitting there, and none of them look happy to be there. They feel like they're a little bit on display, but that is the lunch detention room. And let's have Miss Bland is seeing over the classroom. She's a older woman. I think she was supposed to retire a long time ago, and she hasn't. She reeks of cigarette smoke. She's got lines that make her look older than she really is. And she's the assistant principal and not a fan of Miss Gray.
Yay.
So you open up the door to the lunch detention. Can I help you, Miss Gray?
I assume you need a little bit of a break. So
Do I look tired?
No. No, you don't. But as you've complained about many of times, I'm here to also help you today.
And she's looking at you very suspiciously. I think I need an overcome action from you in order to get her out of the room. So let's bring up your character sheet. Triple dice. Give me, first of all, do you have a power that you can use here?
Okay, depends the level of mean I want to be.
Okay. And what level would that be?
I'm going to do 8 for cold. I want to kind of make her body temperature drop a little bit.
Got it.
If possible, I would like to do insight to potentially pick up. Oh, I know she's a smoker. Like, could I possibly use something that's on her to get her out the room?
Yep. And then your status die will be your green die.
Yes. Okay.
All right, let's give it a roll. All right, your mid die is a 4, so the action is going to succeed, but with a minor twist. So, what is your approach here? How are we trying to convince her? So she feels a little chilly, and you see her like, maybe like 10 minutes. If you don't mind watching the room, I think I left my sweater back in my office.
I don't mind at all.
Okay. And as she's walking by, just as she brushes against you, she goes, "I don't trust you." And she leaves. All right. What do we think our minor twist is going to be? Who has thoughts?
Can you read it again?
It's a minor twist, right? So there's something she succeeded in getting her out of the room.
Any minor twist.
Yeah. What is some minor twist that we can give Miss Gray?
What could it be? Minor, right? So it's nothing crazy.
Yeah. She got her out of the room, but
she's smoking a cigarette and letting the air out of one of her tires.
Oh,
just to piss her off.
Got it.
Wow.
They're nasty.
Oh,
it doesn't. Hey, it's not like it doesn't like hurt somebody. It's not like they have to buy a new tire. It's just inconvenient.
Oh, that's perfect. All right. So you have got the lunch detention room to yourself, Miss Gray.
Hmm. And I'm going to turn to all the students and say, good afternoon, all of you that's here. I have a question
Hello,
for
Miss
you.
Gray.
I have a get out of detention free cards for anyone that can give me information on maybe what is it called? Maybe something, a cartel that's new in town.
So there's 5 kids in there, and you see 4 of them just glued to what you're saying. First of all 5 of them totally glued to what you're saying, and you said detention out a free card, and they're like, "Ooh." I'm going to carry your success over here. One of them, Janice, as soon as you say the word cartel, she goes back down to her phone. The other ones are like, cartel? What is a cartel? Like, what do you think she's doing? Like, we could lie to her. We could tell her something. Like, but Janice is there,
Janice.
just won't make eye contact with you.
Janice,
Yes, Miss Gray.
come here. We're talking outside.
Her shoulders drop, and she follows you outside.
And I take her, it's not too far away from the room, so I can keep an
Okay.
eye on the kids. I'm going to say, Janice, what do you know about the Blood Coin Cartel?
So you know my uncle's in a bunch of stuff, right?
Yeah.
And it's really weird, but I saw in his jacket pocket this coin. And when I asked him where he got it, he said Blood Coin Cartel. And what's really weird about it, Miss Gray, is my Uncle Steve's never had a job.
Hmm.
But today is his first day working at the Furnace Financial Bank as a security guard. And I think that's so weird.
That is strange.
I
When
could
does the
do-
shift start?
Oh, it started this morning.
Hmm.
Do you want me to steal the coin for you? How much you give me for that coin?
How much you got? How much you want?
Oh, I could slash the assistant principal's tires for you.
I'm gonna pull out my wallet. So I'm gonna pull out a $20 bill, pass it to her. You'll get the rest if you don't get caught.
Turn the page. What's our next scene?
I would like one with Alexi
Mm-hmm.
and Catherine Kumar.
Oh, interesting.
What are we doing?
So I'm enlisting your help because I need her to do some research on a coin company in New York
Mm-hmm.
and where they shipped coins recently to our city. But we're going to mask it as you need new coins for a magic trick.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Because
Yep.
I don't want her asking me questions. I can't lie to her. I can't.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
got some
impossible.
ideas. Yeah, I got some
All right.
ideas. Sure,
Okay.
no problem. Yeah, we can make that happen. Are we gonna go there? Do you have like an appointment already? Should I call them? What are we doing?
No appointment. Like it's my office. I do it. I tell her to get here, and she gets
Oh,
here.
we're gonna tell her, and she's gonna take care of it.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I thought
we're gonna
we're
ask
doing,
her
like,
to go do
Mission
the
Impossible
research.
style, just the two of us, just that kind of.
I mean, I
So
know that's.
I'm imagining two of you going up to the floors that are owned by the Jacob Corporation, and you guys come into the elevator opens, and Alex, you're just very used to all heads turning. He's just Justin Jacobs is the center of gravity when he's here at his office, and we see one of his administrative assistants come up. We see say Mr. Jacobs says, hey, do me a favor, get Ms. Kumar to come to my office, and the two of you go into the office. I'm curious, Alex, as you sit in Mr. Jacobs' obnoxiously large, all glass looking out over all of New Eden office.
Yeah.
What little clue is there that really made it clear that if anybody was paying attention, that everybody should have figured out that Justin Jacob was Prophet?
Oh boy.
He put something in the office that he just to thumb his nose at everybody going, I can't believe nobody's figured this out. Or maybe Justin has an idea.
I don't have an idea, honestly. I
Okay.
don't know.
Anybody
Dan
have an
has
idea?
a great idea. Dan has.
Dan, let's hear it.
Yeah, his bat is behind his office on a.
Oh,
That's why I was.
oh, that's phenomenal! Like over the back of his
Yeah.
chair. That's
Yep.
great.
I'm not even
Right.
seeing it. Still not seeing it. Just-
By
Just paying
chance, is it
attention.
a signed bat?
Okay. Maybe I strategically just turn it so you don't see
Mm.
Nice.
the one side.
Very,
It just looks
very
like
nice.
something from the local.
when we go in, I want to like jab you into the rib a little bit. It's like, come on, do the thing with the glasses.
Do the I'm not, you, you don't need. I don't need to do the thing. Do the thing with the coin behind your ear. Like
I
don't
go
you hate
behind
that?
your ear and I
Oh
grab
my
a coin.
That wasn't the point. You were not supposed to do it. Fine,
Well-
fine. All right.
So the
I'm just
two of you
saying
two of you are having a very important conversation
Yeah.
here
Apparently.
in the
Apparently.
CEO's office when Miss Kumar breaks through and she's got two cell phones going. She goes, no, I understand that. I understand. Look, tell him we're not going to go over 4 million. That's just no, I wasn't talking to you. We're going to sell it for. All right, hold on. What?
You
Alexi
deal with
needs
her.
help. Alexi needs help.
Yes. So we need a coin. I need a coin specifically. I need a coin for a new magic trick. It involves coffee. I need
So she's just looking at you, and she just does a slow turn to Jacobs and goes, "How many executive assistants do you have?"
Yeah, but they won't understand.
you have more than one?
Give the 4 million thing to Ben. Not there's another Benny, right? Give it to him. He can
Justin.
handle it.
What do you mean? Do you have multiple assistants?
Do you see how big this building is? Like
Yeah,
there's people in
Justin.
it.
What do you need multiple for? I have none.
Yes.
What
Captain.
do you want?
We need a coin. And now that I say this out loud, looking at you holding two phones in your hand and knowing that
I understand this is time sensitive. Just hold on 1 second. Hold on. What? I'm sorry.
I will. I'm going to email you an address of a company in New York that produces.
Do you want me to buy them?
coins. Not yet.
Could you buy it?
I mean, just
Wouldn't that
relax.
be easier? I mean, yeah, buy it. It's a good idea. No, that was our idea. We should. He said
Okay.
he wanted to buy it.
Email it to me. And yeah,
this is all I need. They sent some special coins out that Alexi wants a sample of to New Eden, and we just
Okay.
need to find out where they sent them to.
Yeah.
That's all. Because we want to approach them and see if we can get some samples. That's it. That's all I need you to do.
good. And I'm gonna fire two of your assistants because apparently you don't fucking need them. And she walks out.
How about never mind. Tomorrow night? No, never mind.
All right. Turn the page. I think I need a scene with the four of you. I feel like we've got all of our fingers and multiple pies here. Some people know some information. Everybody's been picking up clues. Timer is going. So let's have the four of you convene And where do we think that happens? Don't say Grace's house.
No.
Oh, what about the apartment?
What,
With Lexi and Ben. And it's the
Mm,
underwear still
what
hanging.
about what about
no, we're
on
not
the,
bringing JJ to the apartment.
how about on the roof of the building across the street from the bank?
Perfect.
Oh, with the cooler.
Because Tempest, Grace would have, we would have all shared information and been like, let's just kind of see what's going on.
Yeah, so let's cut it's maybe like an hour before the bank closes. And the bank itself is a 3-story kind of column-esque old looking bank squeezed between two much larger, taller buildings that are more skyscraper-esque. It stands out. You can tell it's a little bit older. It's not really, it's made to look older. It's made to look stable and financial. And you're on the other side, maybe 4 or 5-story building, and getting there. And who's the last to arrive between the 4 of you?
Oh, definitely. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fair.
And do we arrive?
She had to change it. She had to fill a tire.
That's phenomenal.
True.
That's true.
In costume or out of costume?
So rooftop. I
I got my suitcase with me in case I need it,
yeah.
just in case.
You're a half step from costume if need be.
Yeah.
So Grace comes up through the well, she makes it look like she's coming up the fire escape, but the reality is that she flew up. Scene is yours. Before
Well, what brings us together, Justin?
Well, we're trying to figure out this whole blood coin cartel thing, and remember we all talked on the phone, and
I was thinking we should really look into making a coin. I wonder if they can make them flavored like coffee. Don't you know what? Don't worry about it. Just
So Grace,
Yes.
your intel has brought us to the bank. Has something to do with the cartel, according to your sources. And I have no idea who her sources are. I'm thinking they're like villainous, like she knows somebody. I'm going to disapprove of whoever she talked to. I have no idea. It's like a teenager.
So Judy.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know who it was. Just
that's okay. Yes, apparently somebody with a blood coin has his first job at the bank as a security guard, which tracks that they are interested in the Garden Financial. It's quite honestly out of my pay range. Besides money, what else is held here?
It's a great question. Do I need to make a phone call?
Well,
I mean, I'm
in
sure
the-
there's security boxes, right? Safety deposit
Yeah.
boxes
Yeah.
with stuff.
Mhm.
We're not gonna find out what's in every single one of those. The
No.
idea is
I
that
could.
they're private.
You could, yes. We're not going to. It's a legitimate business across.
I mean, you could buy the bank, right? And then we just.
I mean, I don't buy banks, but
I know.
have money in there.
Don't worry.
Could you buy the bank?
Actually, yeah. Could
This
you?
is not, guys. This is not how.
yeah, I'm
we-
curious
we-
too.
This is not how we operate. That's the business side. This is the let's take care
Justin,
of business.
You
hero
typically
side.
throw money at a problem.
Yeah.
No. The money does it enables us to do things. It doesn't. That's not how we solve the problems. So
All right.
speaking of us, like I was thinking the other day, and I bring out this green fireman's hat and I put it on, and on the hat it says Spire Fighters, and I'm like, I had a guy in R&D. I mean, I think it's kind of catchy, and I mean all the kids will be running around with these green fireman hats, but you get it, right? Spire Fighters.
I'm not gonna wear the hat,
I'm
Justin.
No,
It's not
you're not.
happening.
No. This is not for us. This is to get the community around us.
It's not that
But it's not
bad.
kid sized. You made it adult sized.
That is true.
Yes.
I didn't realize that.
So
I'm
I mean, I
no.
like the name. It's a good name.
The name is interesting.
It's punny. I'm always.
Why, Ben? Ben, do you have a better name? Do you have
Well,
do you have
now
a
that
better
you,
name than
I made one just for you.
You draw
I pull
another
it out.
one.
Yeah,
No wonder you
The
don't clean anything up.
I'm sure you will love this one. The Protectors.
The and I look right at Grace. The bro tech.
If we had
How
a
do you feel
team
about
of,
that, Grace?
if we had a team of 5 prophets, it would be perfect.
So real quick.
But it's written with
Oh, go ahead.
profit is
Go
written with a
ahead.
P, not a
Go ahead, Grace.
B.
I feel as if we are called any of the 2 options you gave me. We might as well just be Frostbite at that point. That's
Frostbite.
how amazing your names are.
All right, Frostbite. Excellent.
And I'm envisioning our 3 brainstorming friends are kind of in the middle of the rooftop, exchanging names and going through, and all the information each of you individually have picked up, you've all exchanged at this point.
Okay.
And Grace, being you, I might have you sitting like on the edge of the rooftop, kind of looking out over the bank and on the street, being somewhat above these silly conversations. And you've been kind of watching people coming in and out of the bank, and first time you're like, that's interesting. Second time, okay. It's now been like 4 or 5 times you have seen, sometimes it's a man, sometimes it's a woman, going into the bank, and they're all wearing like this yellow kind of jumpsuit. Maybe something like a construction worker, like a one piece that a construction worker might wear, or somebody that works for the city would wear, but it's in this like goldish yellow color. And just over this 10 or 15 minutes that the silly conversation is happening, you've just noticed that slowly, like more and more of people wearing these have been going into the bank.
Everyone suit up.
What?
What?
Why?
Oh my God, we got to go to break. That's the best go to break ever. Everybody suit up. We'll be back in 10 minutes. So just as Miss Gray says, suit up, we hear a huge metal clang. And I think the only one looking at the bank at this point is Grace. And Grace, you just see bars drop in front of the front door, like these security bars drop, the long windows that span multiple floors behind the columns of this bank. The security system has been triggered, and there are just security bars that have dropped over all of the windows and doors. There's people out in front, like they were about to step in. They're kind of standing around going, what the hell?
What time of the day is it?
Like right before 6.
What's going on, Grace?
The security alarms on the bank was set up, and I'm gonna transform into my suit.
That's so useful. And I start changing.
Click, click. Y'all mind looking away for a second?
I'm looking at the bank.
You're like behind one of the air conditioning ducts.
Ben's not embarrassed.
All right.
So speaking of, as they're getting dressed, Grace is gonna say, "So did we come up with a name?"
I think the jury's still out. I think we still gotta.
I like
You know.
bro fighters or whatever.
Bro.
That was pretty good.
I punch you in the arm.
Bro.
Ow.
That was a joke
fight.
name, not a real name.
Okay. Excellent.
Firefighters.
Keep your
Yeah,
energy
let's,
for the other. No, not me. Ow.
All right. Let's go do what we do.
And what do we do?
What do we do?
All right.
Do we just walk
Well,
up to the front
All right.
door?
So we're all dressed now, I assume.
Yep.
All right. We're gonna be looking down before we go down, I would say. And just
We could just.
how we're gonna get in there.
Yeah, and there's a little bit of a crowd starting to form because this is weird. But there's no like security alarms going off. Everybody's just like, wow, why is the bank like all locked up? And that's weird. So there's like some mulling about.
Maybe they just had a
Yeah, but
technical
the-
difficulty. I mean,
People in jumpsuits going in and out of the bank. Come now.
maybe they gotta repair something and okay, fine. Yeah. Okay.
Then
Yeah.
we
All
can
right.
do
Yeah. No.
this
No. You're right.
stealthily.
You're right. Sorry. I'm.
So
Yeah.
I have gadgets,
Oh, yeah,
and
but
I clearly
Yeah,
have a
but-
police scanner. And
Ah,
I reach into my jacket pocket and I pull out a little radio with a police scanner and I start clicking it to the channels, trying to see what the buzz is on.
yeah, 494. Yeah, we're getting reports that the silent alarm at the Garden Financial Bank in the furnace that apparently it's been set off. That damn thing goes off like 4 times a week. So just send a squad car or 2.
Yeah, that's no good.
Well-
Everybody heard it and I click it off. I'm like,
Yeah. It's probably another false alarm.
Well, and as a
And
little
you-
bit of a background, we're in the furnace, right? So, this is what you know about the Garden Financial Furnace Bank is that it's really the only bank that has stayed open in the furnace. Most banks have fled the neighborhood. This one has stayed open. And overall, it does a pretty good job supporting the community. Obviously, access to banking and stuff is important for the furnace. But everybody just kind of knows it's a little shady. And it's not helped by the fact that they'll get robbed here and there. Just weird things always happen. And like everything else in the furnace, the police just don't care. So it's targeted on a pretty regular basis.
well, it's up
Can't-
to us.
I got a shift in like an hour. You think we can?
It's
All right.
fine.
While
Well,
they're
we have a
talking,
we have a
I'm just
teleporter.
the street of
go ahead, Grace.
people. I'm just going to bring in just fog in front of the bank.
Nice. I don't need a roll for that. So we just see like this misty fog start to roll in out of the alleyways and start to fill the street. And people are like, oh, cold. And So yeah, you now have cover. So if anybody looking up, they would not see anything. And I think anybody in the bank wouldn't see anything either at this point.
So I go right to the fire escape and start making my way down, and I'm gonna make the
Hey,
ladder descend.
Warden,
What?
can you teleport us?
I never. Maybe we should. I never tried to teleport somebody else. Maybe this is not something we should
It's
try on
the
the top of a
perfect time to
building.
try now.
I put my hand on your shoulder. I trust you.
Okay. And I'm going to teleport down on the street. I don't know if he's going to come with me or if I just disappear now.
I think there's only one way to find out. So
All right.
we're gonna do an overcome action,
All right.
and let's hear the 3.
That would be teleportation.
power?
Yes, as a power. Quality, I don't think I have one, so it would be just a regular.
On select, you'll get a
No.
D4.
Yep, no quality. Whoops, no quality, and
Uh-huh.
yeah, and green.
And
I
then
guess,
your
right?
your green status die.
All right, let's do it.
This would be an overcome. Let's see what you got. Your mid is a 4. The action succeeds with a minor twist. So what does it look like when you teleport, Warden? What's the vanish look like? What's the appearance look like?
I think it's like a really quick, just like dark gray flames. Like think of like one of those like papers, these fire papers. It's like woof,
Oh, flash paper.
and-
Yes.
like flash paper exactly, but it's just like dark. It's just that is what happens.
So, Prophet, as you're starting to descend the fire escape, your head is just above the edge, so you can see as Beacon holds onto Warden's shoulder. Tempest is kind of now floated up, beginning to fly, creating this mist on the streets to give you cover. And Beacon, you're holding on to Warden's shoulder, and Warden, you see the flash. What you also see, Prophet, is Beacon's suit just left on the roof. The next panel shows a naked Ben, not Beacon, holding Midnight Warden's shoulder in the mist. That's your minor twist.
Can I
my
grab
goodness.
the suit?
You can.
I'm gonna grab the
Yes.
suit
Well,
and just throw it
you
at
shouldn't just-
Beacon.
I should.
I never
Luckily,
get
it's
cold,
foggy
don't
right
worry.
now.
Thank goodness it's foggy.
Yeah, thank God.
Thank
Like he's like, man, what are you?
Oh, my
Beacon, I mean, Beacon, what are you putting?
And Beacon, and Ben, as you just
I'm gonna
realized, that you
I'm gonna
ahead.
light up my face.
were- all right. And at that second, your suit just flops onto your shoulder, being thrown from up above by Silent Tempest.
Good job.
All right,
Wow.
so 4 of you, street level. The crowd is pretty much dissipated at this point. We can hear sirens coming from far away, and you see the large metal door, or the large door covered by the metal grate, and then the huge windows on either side of it, also covered. No indication of what's happening inside.
All right, we should split up. Like somebody should go to the back, maybe one to the roof. I don't think we're gonna get through this. And I point at the large metal doors. Like I
Well,
can probably go. Actually,
teleport on the other side.
As Midnight Warden is planning, I would like to try to transmute a hole for us to just walk through.
Ooh,
If
very
possible.
nice. Very,
Yeah,
very
if you
nice.
want to-
So,
The easy way.
yep, this will be an overcome. So same thing. Let's get a power, quality, and your green status die. So it sounds like transmute is your power.
Yes. Transmute us. Why are you not? Give me a second.
That's okay.
My computer's catching up.
Yeah, let me see. Let me bring up Silent Tempest. All right, so we've got transmutation selected. I've got it selected for you. What quality do you want?
I don't think I have an actual quality to do this.
All
So I'll
right.
take
So
base.
we'll take the D4 and then your green status die. All right, you should be able to see now a D8, a D4, and a D6 for the transmutation no quality green in the upper left.
No, transmutation is just missing on my screen. It's my
Oh, all
computer.
right.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Let's give it a roll. So it seems like all overcomes are going to be a 4. So
Good. I would like to use a hero point.
Ooh, so let's talk about that. So real quick, I have been shorting my friends' hero points with these scenes. When they do their particular scenes, outside of, a major fight scene like this, we've had 3 of them, so I already owe you 3 hero points. So I go ahead and mark them. They get a +1. They did more than 5, but you're limited at 5. So they have spread out their bonuses for this issue. So which one do you want to use?
I want to use a +2.
So the only thing that's going to get you from 4 to an 8 is going to be +4. Do you have a +4?
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna just do the +4.
That's going to get you just to a straight. That'll take you to an 8. Make it complete success. All right, perfect. So unmark your +4.
Okay.
And the wall to the left, the outside wall to the left of the big metal door. What does this look like? What did we see Silent Tempest do, and what changes?
So what you will see is me touching the metal, it turning into organic vines. So it's now just a sheet of vines that we just have to walk through.
Excellent. So
And-
we've got it's like these hanging vines,
Hanging
where the
vines.
metal used to be, easy to walk through.
Yeah,
Are
I
we
wonder
going
if
to walk
Tempest
through
could
it?
go onto the roof. You know what?
Prophet
You know what?
has
Never
2
mind.
bars getting ready to like pull them apart, and then he looks over and he just, okay, all right.
We did it.
So the 4 of you go through these jungle vines that used to be part of this wall of the bank, and you come into this main lobby. Vaulted ceiling, 20-foot tall ceilings. The bank is older, the carpet's stained. There's no pens at the end of any chains. It's just the chains. There's no pens. You've got the counter where the cashiers would be, and it's probably good you suited up, because here's what we have. We have all of the tellers kind of pressed in the back, and they are surrounded by these men and women in these yellow jumpsuits. Next to them is a woman in a very smart suit with a tie, all yellow jacket, yellow pants. She's got her hair slicked back. She's got sunglasses on. She seems to be barking orders. There's another group of thugs in these jumpers that have got what looks like most of the patrons kind of isolated in a side office. They're kind of keeping guard, and they have somebody there in another suit, a man this time with greased back hair and large sunglasses. There's also a group by the vault door. You see some sort of contraption on the vault door. They seem to be working on it, but probably the most obvious or obnoxious or out of place thing that you see is the man that's standing in the center of the room. I'm going to go ahead and make him visible to you. You don't know who this is by view, but this is
Oh,
Cue boss music.
yeah.
Ben's
And
like, man, my outfit needs a little work.
when you look at him, he is in
show off.
a yellow suit, white shirt, tie, a hard yellow mask with glowing red eyes, and there's just this energy that's emoting out of him. And it looks like flames licking his body and coming off of his body, but you can tell, Beacon, that this is definitely not fire, that it is some sort of energy, maybe something that you're familiar with, like nuclear type energy. And he's kind of overseeing everything. He's got his back to the 4 of you. So let's go ahead and set our scene. So our scene is called This is a Stick Up. It's got 2 green, 4 yellow, 2 red. Ready, we have got Beacon, Silent Tempest, Prophet, Midnight Warden, and the scene/environment. I'm going to go ahead and add Gold Crew A and B. Those are minions. We've got Gold Crew Boss A, the woman, Gold Crew Boss B, the other gentleman.
Jeez.
And then we have, who we will learn is Blast Weaver.
All right.
you get to start the fun.
May we have
Who
some
is
music,
going to
please?
act first?
But they haven't seen us yet.
So far, nobody has noticed the transmutation. You've kind of silently walked into the scene.
I got a 3D stage.
What name did we decide on?
We don't care.
We could do it when the newspaper shows up after, when
Okay.
we're done taking care of this. We can
Okay.
figure that out.
Quick
Who's acting
question.
first?
What do I
Yep,
see?
please.
Like when you say like big lobby, what else is in the lobby? Is there a second floor? Is it like really high ceiling?
Really high ceilings. There's doors in the back. You can see doors behind, like the counter where the employees would work and tended. It's a teller.
Yes.
The teller counters. There's doors back there. There seems to be like restrooms off to the side. Some other back doors. There's 2 or 3 offices. All of these offices have glass fronts so that you can see into it. This is where discussions about loans and things might happen. One of those offices is packed full of patrons, and it looks like maybe a couple bank managers are there, and they're being held by one of the Gold Crew. That's Gold Crew B, and the Gold Crew Boss B. Gold Crew A is focused on the tellers and in the back, and is kind of working on the vault, which is behind the teller counter. But yeah, there's 20-foot ceilings leading all the way up.
All right, so Prophet says out loud, "Hey, Goldilocks, I don't think that stuff is yours." And
Does it sound like Prophet's going next?
Prophet is going next.
All right, what are we gonna do, Prophet?
We are gonna ask Goldilocks to bring it, which is my attack
Ooh.
using strength, and that target must attack me his next turn if possible. So that is.
It's also an
that's it.
attack, right?
Yep.
And what does
And
it require? What power and what quality?
So I have it requires strength,
Okay.
and then the quality I'm going to use is imposing, and then it's going to be green for the status die.
Beautiful. Let's give it a roll, and then you can tell me what happens. And it uses your which die?
It's my mid. It's nothing special. So
All right,
it's the
it'll
mid.
be your mid die.
Yeah.
So you're set to do 6 damage to Blast Weaver. What does this look like?
This looks like before he can even turn around, maybe he cocks his head, just to see who's talking behind him, and I bull rush him. I just run there and I just tackle him.
Excellent. He's going to go ahead and take 6 damage. He is now at 89 hit points.
Okay.
You knock into him. He does not use a reaction as you kind of go into him, and this energy, just the heat coming off of him,
Okay.
it reminds you when you've been too close to Beacon.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
I'm gonna hand this off to. This is gonna go to Silent Tempest.
Okay.
Silent Tempest is next. Silent Tempest, what are we going to do?
Okay. Looking at this situation. We need to make sure the pedestrians are at least safe. I'm going to reach back, rip off one of the vines, and I'm going to attack the Go Crew Boss A with silent precision, using awareness, and just kind of whip it at her.
Excellent. So you call for one of those vines. The vines come to you and fill your hand, and you just use it as a whip. Read me the text of this action.
Okay, silent precision. Attack using awareness. Ignore all penalties on this attack. Ignore any defense actions, and it cannot be affected by reactions.
Very nice. So we will use your mid die. The Gold Boss A cannot react to it as this vine comes whipping.
Okay. Un momento. I can see my stuff now. Awareness for sure. I don't think I have a conviction that can fit with this one. And my green die.
Okay. Mid die 4. So we are going to do 4 to Crew Boss A. Let's bring up Crew Boss A. And A has got a D8. This is a lieutenant. So in this case, they're going to roll their D8. If they meet 4 or higher, they don't degrade, but otherwise they do. Let's see how they do. They rolled a 6. So you hit her. It's her. This one's the her. You hit her. She's knocked back by it. She's still fully functional. Has not degraded her die down yet. Who are you going to hand off to?
Okay, here's the hard part.
Oh boy.
Can I hand it off to the scene or environment?
Of course you can. Yeah, and
I'm
that'll
gonna
get
do
us.
that.
Yep, that will accelerate us, right? So that immediately marks us.
Sorry, y'all.
Gets us closer to yellow. And let's go to our scene. So our scene for Furnace Financial, we are in the green, and it is going to act. The first thing that happens is the scene acts, so it goes to the next point where it's still in green, and it's going to introduce a threat. Let's go ahead and have this happen. So the vine whips, knocks the lady who's in the really nice yellow suit, knocks her up against the door jamb of this wall to the office. We've got Prophet kind of tackling and holding on to Goldweaver. Everybody's now realizing things are happening. In the office, we see the glass on the front of the office break. And a half second afterwards, you hear a gunshot. And standing there by the broken glass is a guy. And he says, "This is why I believe in the Second Amendment." And he's got his gun and he's like pointing it around, and he's going to save the day. So we have a new minion squad called Local Hero, and he is a new threat, and he is going to go ahead and act. And I think what he's going to do is he's going to try to hinder Silent Tempest. He instinctively starts shooting at you, and you're dodging. So it's not going to be an attack. It's going to be a hinder. He's only a D6 minion. Let's see how he does. All right. He rolls a 3, so I need you to add a -1 hinder, if you don't mind, Silent Tempest. On your next action, it'll be at a -1. Let's call it dodging bullets.
Cool.
Oh boy.
All right.
Well, it's
So-
Texas.
The scene environment has acted. It is going to hand off to, I think it hands off to the woman who just got knocked by the vines. She pulls out some sort of pistol, and doesn't look like a gun. It looks like some sort of like energy pistol, and she starts firing electrical bolts at Silent Tempest. So she's going to go ahead and act. She's a D8 minion. Let's see what she does to Silent Tempest. She starts firing. You take 3 damage. Now, Silent Tempest, you always have reactions. You can use 1 reaction per round. Or you can just go ahead and take the 3 damage as you get hit by some of the electricity.
One of the actions is defend.
Okay, let's read it. It's an R.
Oh no, that was a question. No. I have no reactions. We're not a
Okay,
yellow
you have no
yet.
reactions,
We're
so
good.
you're now you always can take a reaction, and it'll make you, and you have to take a minor twist, but then you will but you're not going to take it. It's just 3 damage. So
we're
just
just gonna take 3.
All right, so you get zapped by this electrical bolt as it gets zapping on you. She is now going to hand off to, I think she's going to hand off to her crew. Let's go ahead and have the Gold Crew A go next. We look at Gold Crew A.
How many are there?
So you've got 2 minion crews, 2 lieutenants, and then you've got Goldweaver. So there's 5 villains, but we also have the threat of our local hero, who is just firing his pistol that he's very proud of, and with his license to carry.
What I mean, how many minions in the crew?
Remember, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't
so
matter? Okay.
no,
Okay.
they're a D8, right? They're D8 minions. So if you successfully hit them, and they fail to meet the damage, they're taken out. If you hit them and they do meet the damage, they degrade down to a D6 and then to a D4, then they go away. So Gold Crew, that's Gold Crew Boss. Let's go to, all right, Gold Crew 1. They've got a special ability called We've Got the Best Guns. When attacking, they get a +1 boost. They don't like you messing with their boss. So now that our local hero's broken down that window, they all pull out the same pistols and they start firing at you, Tempest. And that
Ooh.
the series of guns are
Oh.
going to do 7 damage to Tempest.
Could be worth dodging.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I have my cheat sheet up. I'm going to take the minor twist and dodge.
All right, so you go ahead and dodge, and I'm trying to remember. What is it? Hit the deck. It's called use one of your used out of turn to defend yourself as a reaction. Counts as a risky action that can be used out of turn and causes a minor twist. All right, so how do you want to defend yourself? What's your combo? And then whatever.
What
Not going to be an action, so it'll just be 3 dice. So look at your power, your quality, and your green die.
I'm going to use invisibility,
Nice.
Oh.
insight,
Love it. That gives you the heads up and your green die.
and my green die. And
Beautiful. So whatever your mid ends up being, it ends up being 5. So you just take 2 damage. Minor twists. Do me a favor, and I want you to go to my role-playing guys there. What are the 2 minor twists that you picked as far as your
So, I have the principle of immortality. You take the long view of things. How does that cause you to be too slow? Or the principle of whispers. How did the voice in your head just distract you?
You hear the voice. And the voice says, "Why do you waste your time with these people?" So I want you to take a -1 hinder, and I want that hinder to be the voice. So you're going to be at a -2 on your next action. I should have done it on this defend, and I keep forgetting. We've got to make sure we use those hinders. So you now have 2 hinders, right?
Yes.
All right, we have to make sure your next roll that you use both of them on there.
-3. Okay.
All right, so let's go back to our scene. The Gold Crew has acted. They are going to hand off to Beacon.
Woo!
God.
So Silent Tempest has all guns blazing towards her. Prophet has attacked Blast Weaver. What are we doing?
So I'm Tempest is with Crew A, and Crew A are with
Crew A is the crew
Till?
that has the bank managers and some of the
the patrons.
the customers kind of in that side office. Group B, both the villain or the lieutenant as well as the minions, they're kind of focused on the tellers. They've kind of got them corralled back there, and they're doing something with the vault.
I'm gonna join Silent Tempest and use ideal positioning. So I'm attack using intuition, defend another target with your min die.
Ooh, I like it. So what do you think
So-
that looks like?
Because it's intuition, it just goes around and start punching the crew, Crew A.
Okay.
And he's nudging Grace out of the way as things go.
So
And-
as a reminder, you've got a series of pluses as rewards for last
Yeah.
issue. Is there anything you
I'm gonna-
learned last issue that could potentially help this action? So you could spend one of those pluses?
Yeah. I'm gonna use the +2, and I recall my conversation with Grace about our promise and doing good. And actually, she's trying to protect people, so I'm gonna use this +2 for her.
All right. And we see a little notation at the bottom of the panel. See issue 3.
Yeah.
So you're going to be at a +2. So what
About
is our power, our quality, and your green status
Uh,
die?
It's intuition, close combat, and green. D10, D8, D6.
And this is going
and
to
I
be at
can
a
reroll
+2.
all the ones. Woo! So the
gonna
damage
be an
is
8.
6 and 8.
Yeah, didn't you say
And
you're using your +2?
Yep. So
Yep,
that's 8
so-
damage on crew A.
All right, so all they have is a D8. So let's give it a roll. And you take them out. So what does that look like as Beacon takes out the entire crew that's with this boss that has been firing on Silent Tempest?
Well, he just walks around and starts dodging and punching. Grace, I'm proud of you.
Life
not
coach.
Grace.
Life is
Grace.
Silent Tempest.
Yeah, don't say
Grace.
Oh yeah, don't say Grace.
Yeah, Grace would not be
No.
Tempest.
Tempest,
and then-
I'm proud of you.
So and Grace, you
And
defended Grace
remember-
with your min die, is that correct?
Yeah. So
All right,
you
so-
get 7 on your next.
Right, so
defense.
So it'll be the same thing. So you're at a 7. So if you need it this turn before your next turn comes up, you have a defend now that you can use for 7 points because of the cover that Beacon is giving you. Look at him being so protective of her.
Of course.
All right, so that Beacon has acted. Who are you handing it off to, Beacon? We've got Midnight Warden, Gold Crew B, Gold Crew Boss B, and Blast Weaver.
Oh, we're gonna let Warden do his magic.
Excellent.
Excellent. All right, Warden, you are up next.
All right.
You see Beacon clear the room, just taking out 4 or 5 of these men and women in these gold suits. The woman that got whipped by Silent Tempest is knocked up against it. You've seen all of these electrical balls flying out of these strange pistols that all of these gold crews seem to have. And Prophet is wrestling and dealing with Weaver.
Yes. Do I see? I assume some of the crew was like stuffing money into duffel bags, like maybe behind the teller's booth. No,
No.
nothing.
See.
They're working on the vault.
Okay. Is there? Do I see a backpack? Maybe. You know what? Like a duffel bag would still be okay. It doesn't need to be filled with money. Something.
Maybe it had the guns in it. No.
Nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
What-
So who do you want to have a duffel bag?
You know what? I don't need a duffel bag. I have a way better idea now. Suddenly.
Okay.
Okay. So the guy waving around his gun.
Local hero. He's another potential target here.
I'm sure he's wearing a jacket of some sort. So
course.
I'm going to use my knowledge from civilian life, the great reveal, and use my max die to overcome. I will teleport over to him, pull the jacket over his head, and just disarm him.
Good.
That is
Gotcha.
the
So
plan.
so this is an overcome action.
Yeah, it's overcome using knowledge from your civilian life and use your max die.
So there's nothing to overcome with him. So I love the idea. So let's keep talking about this because I love the idea of coming after him. What you have to do with him is you can boost him, which I don't recommend. You could hinder him, or you could attack him. But there's
I
no
wouldn't have
boxes to check
Oh,
here.
okay.
Oh,
You,
okay.
you
I
know what?
misunderstood
That's
too,
fine.
yeah.
I can still attack, use teleportation, hinder the same target using your min die. So
Perfect.
cut the strings. So yeah, it would be the original was called subdue. So yeah, I'm going to teleport over. So I'm going to use teleportation, qualities, creativity, and status is my green die. So
And the effect is what again? What's the attack?
the attack using teleportation, hinder the same target using your min die. That's what it says.
Perfect. So you're going to attack with your mid die, and you'll hinder him with your min die.
Excellent. All right, let's go.
Oh jeez.
Oh,
What?
Oh, 1 and an 11. Now he is a minion. He only has a D6. So he has
kind
to
of
roll
roll
a
is
1,
that?
which of course he does, but it does degrade his die. You've taken him down to a D1, and he's also going to be at a -1 on his next action. He has been hindered, probably not nearly as well as you want. So this happened, but not quite as well as you would have wanted to. Walk me
No.
through it. You teleport over to our local hero in this office.
So I teleport
This is
over.
why it's important that you carry so that you can help the heroes of the furnace.
I have nothing good to say. I'm teleporting over, but I'm thinking I'm teleporting behind him, but I end up in front of him, and it's really awkward because I'm just trying to still pull the jacket over him, and it's just it's like no, let me just. It's just I'm trying desperately to.
It's like a hockey.
over
It's
his
a
head.
hockey fight. He's trying to pull his jersey over.
Yes, kind of like that. It looks awkward. You can see his like belly, his hairy beer belly, just as I'm trying to pull the clothes off. It doesn't look good.
That's
Not with a one.
absolutely perfect. All right, so that is Midnight Warden has acted. I've got Gold Crew B, Gold Crew Boss B, or Blast Weaver. Who do you want to hand it to?
I want to hand it over to Blast Weaver.
He is being tackled and kind of manhandled by Prophet. Let's see what kind of fun Blast Weaver can come up with.
Bring it.
He's going to use an ability called "You Are Not Worthy of My Power." Attack
Really?
multiple targets.
Attitude.
Attack multiple targets using nuclear and use your max die. Hinder each target using your mid die. So he's going to do this using nuclear. He's going to use it with confident. And his status die is always a D8. It doesn't change as the scene changes. So the two, I'm sorry, and he's attacking Beacon as well as Prophet. So because he sees Beacon just has cleared the room, Prophet is tackling with him. So he does mid die damage.
Ow.
No, max die. 8 damage to both Prophet as well as Beacon. Double check your R's. You have not used a reaction yet. And then he's going to hinder you using his mid die. So with that 7, he's going to give you each a -2. So I need to first find out, are Beacon or Prophet, either of them using a reaction?
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
have an R?
Well, no, I'm gonna
I am not.
hit the deck.
Are you going to hit the deck? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. How are you going to hit the deck? How are you going to avoid this attack, Beacon? As he just energy just exudes from both of his arms, and he's getting hotter and hotter as you're holding on to him. This nuclear energy is starting to burn on your skin, and another nuclear energy is being shot at Beacon. Beacon, you're going to hit the deck. So what is your 3-die combination to try to dodge here?
Oh, clearly absorption
Mm-hmm.
and science or conviction. Well, it could be conviction.
Makes the most sense. Make a choice.
Let's go with science. Absorption, science, and green die.
And your green die. This is a 8 attack coming in on Beacon. Beacon hits the deck.
Oh, I can re-roll the ones.
You sure can. So you're
Wow.
So you rolled a 1 on your D10 as well as your D6. I assume you're going to re-roll a D10. So just do a
I
slash
can
RD
re-roll both,
D10.
actually.
Oh, very nice.
Okay, let's try a D10 and a D6. Okay, will it work? Okay, that's
All
a
right,
2
so
and a
2
5.
and a 5. So you're going to take the 5.
5 is better.
All right. So you're only going to end up taking 3 damage. Now you have an innate that reduces that, don't you?
Yeah, so I take only 2.
All right. So you're going to take 2 damage, but you're also going to be at
And
a
the twist.
-2 charged
Oh,
up
true.
from the hinder.
Charge up. Okay.
So-
And then I need your minor twist, which you have to take when you use hit the deck. Is going to be another hinder of -1 on the ground.
Oh, okay.
So what is your hinder situation right now, Beacon?
I've got a -1 and a -2.
Okay, so your next action will be at a -3, whatever that action is.
Charged up.
Prophet! Are you taking the 8 or do you have a reaction?
So that 8 gets me into yellow, and I have a reaction in yellow, so I can use that, correct?
No, this is going to take you into yellow.
Okay, so then no, I will
All right,
take it.
go ahead and take your 8 damage as you kind of
got it
get
in my-
blasted and you're rebounded off of him as
Yep,
this
and I got the
energy
charge
just
up. Yeah.
yep,
It's just- yeah,
exudes
it's-
out.
I let him go. I have to. It's burning. You hear
Yep.
me sizzling.
And you're going to take that same hinder. So you take that
Correct.
same hinder.
Yep.
All right, Blast Weaver has gone. Let's go back up. He is acted. He is now. We got the crew behind the counter. Let's have the boss go next. So boss B has a special ability. And that special ability is I'll fire you. Boost 2 minion squads with 1 boost action. Now, there's only 1 minion squad to do this, but there's a second one, and that is our friend is also a minion squad, which is our local hero. So they're going to boost both. So we have got now, both of them have a +2. The crew has a +2, and our local hero now has a +2 as well. And you hindered him at a -1. Is that correct, Warden?
Yeah, it was only a -1. That was
so
all I could.
So our local hero is only at a +1. Let's go ahead and have our boss attack Prophet. Or not our boss. The boss is already gone. I'm sorry. So let's go back to the scene. And they're going to hand off to our crew, which is going to be at a +2 attacking Prophet.
Ooh.
They shooting their guns at you, Prophet. At a +2, they're a D8 minion.
Oh.
Man, that is 9 damage, Prophet, as you just get these bolts of electricity coming out of these pistols.
I'm gonna take it, and
right.
I'm gonna go right back at you.
Oh, is that an R?
Attacked, yes. When you're attacked by a nearby enemy, the attacker also takes an equal amount of damage. They take 9 back.
They take 9 back, which they are not going to be able to take with that D8. Walk me through this. So this crew is going to get the entire crew behind the counter is going to be taken out. They shoot their pistols at you. And what happens?
So I run at them. That's how I take so many bullets. So I go right at them. They're just tearing through my flesh. They're all through and through. And when I get close enough to them, I take the first guy and put him in a one-handed chokehold, and I turn him around and he fires at the rest of the crew, and then I just take him out.
We just zap, 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 and it's just the whole crew crumbles down, and the one guy, the crew boss, is just standing there, and he's aiming his gun at you, but his hand's shaking a little bit. His confidence has gone down. All right, everybody goes back to ready.
So both
minion crews are out.
Okay.
Oh, and
go ahead.
Never mind. Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
That's right. Gold Crew A is out as well. I forgot to put them in reserve.
So here's a question about the rules, right? So I used that reaction because I was attacked.
Correct.
I have another reaction that's a healing reaction. You're only allowed to use 1, right?
1 reaction per turn, right? So we're now in a fresh turn. Everybody's re-readied. So you can use either reaction now once.
I got it.
But the last act was this crew that just got knocked out. I think they're going to go ahead and hand it to Crew Boss B, who's aiming his gun, shaking at Prophet. So they're going to go next. They are not nearly as confident as they were before, and they fire on you for 5 damage, Prophet.
Again, I'm gonna take it, and it's right back at you again.
Damn. So you're gonna go ahead and use that reaction. Yes. Very smart.
But so I literally he fires at me, he's hitting me. I still am holding the guy. I was about to drop him. I just lift him back up again. And I just take the gun out of his hand and fire at the guy.
All right, so that is going to be
I'm
5
literally
damage.
Armed with the guy's arm. It's still in.
Absolutely love it. 5 damage to Gold Boss B. He rolls. He only gets a 4. He goes down from a D8 to a D6 lieutenant now. Very, very nice.
Guys, I'm red, just so everybody knows.
Dang!
Damn.
A lot of bullets. That's a lot of bullets.
Yeah. He is going to hand this off. I think he hands it off to Prophet. Prophet, you're next.
Oh, jeez.
Lord.
Oh, gosh.
Well,
So you have been confronting this. He is zapping you. You bring
I
it
am
up. You zap
bleeding.
him good. He goes flying backwards.
So those they shot bullets, right? Those guns shot bullets. So I am
They're like electricity balls.
okay, but still, they're scorched holes on me, and I'm bleeding all over the place. I turn toward Blast Weaver. I'm done with your bullshit, guys. I'm done with this, and I go towards him, and I crack my knuckles. I drop the guy with the gun, and I'm going after him with the bomb.
I forgot
Right.
Remind
that
us what
one.
the bomb is.
All right.
yeah.
That is attack using strength. Use your max, mid, and min die for damage.
Whoa.
But I have to take a major twist.
Oof.
So I go over there. I am going to I'm gonna take out my bat. Now nobody saw me with the bat. I didn't have it in my hand when we were on the roof, but I have it. You guys, it doesn't collapse. You guys have I have it though. It wasn't down my pants. You have no idea. I just have
And
the
Prophet is shirtless, so there's only so many places he could be hiding this thing.
So I had the bat, and I just go at him with the bat, and
Batters
I do a jump over the head, and I'm gonna try to brain this guy with the bat.
Excellent. So you're going to add your min,
Strength? Yes,
mid,
yes,
and
all
you're
three
using your
dice.
red die. What's your red die?
12 when I'm
Ooh.
ready.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna use my conviction as my quality. So strength, conviction, and red die.
Prophet is leaping
Ooh.
through
And-
the air after dropping it.
Bonus?
Well, I have the hinder of -2 for charged up.
Yep.
But I'm going to use my +3 from the last issue.
All right. What did you learn last issue that's helping you here?
So what I learned last issue is that I'm tapping into Grace's angst because it gets the job done sometimes.
Oh.
So even though I'm the tactician and the team, leader, and right now we don't need a plan. We just
Sometimes you
we
wreck
need to
face.
we need to hit guys. So that's what I'm doing. So that's a net +1.
So not going to be. So we're going to add all three of these together and then
Yep.
add one on top
Yep.
of it against Blast
Okay,
Weaver.
excellent. So let's do this. So
Oh,
my
Are
god.
Jesus.
you are. That's just
That's
the
two
worst.
plus 2 plus 2 for 6 plus 1 is 7.
That's got to be a special mechanic, right? Like just to get
There are
three
powers for
same
that
number, right?
It takes him down to 82, and not to be a Jason Cordova game, but it's worse than that because he's going to use his reaction. His reaction is called "Do not dare to touch me." When attacked, defend yourself by rolling your single nuclear die. Deal that much damage to a different nearby target. That different nearby target is going to be Beacon. He's going to roll his D12. And I need Beacon to take 8 damage. So you come in as you're slamming down and hitting him with the bat. You crack him on the side and he goes, "You do not have an honor to touch me." And he throws Prophet into Beacon, doing 8 damage to Beacon. Beacon, do you have a reaction?
Yeah, but I think I'm gonna take 8 minus 1.
Oh, -1 because of your innate power, right?
Yeah, that will put me in yellow.
It's never bad to be in the yellow unless you run out of hit points. All right. So I'm taking us back to It's a Stick Up the Scene. Prophet
I get a major twist when I use the bomb.
you do. Thank you for that reminder. You're a very good player. We are still in the green.
Oh.
So here is your major twist. I'm going to use a major twist from the environment. This major twist is called just doing my job. One of the bank security guards gets involved. Add a bank security guard as a threat. So now we have a second minion in play, which is bank security guard. He is a D6 minion. So we've got a D4 local hero, as well as a threat from the bank security D6. Bank security guy is going to step up and is going to do his work. So let me add him back. He's going to go with the scene. We handing it off to there, Prophet. As you are colliding and knocking Beacon into the wall with your massive, beautiful muscles.
Silent Tempest.
Excuse me. Okay.
Silent Tempest, we are dying for some competency here. We've got everybody's getting hit. Everybody's getting knocked to a side. We need somebody who can actually do something here. Is Silent Tempest the hero she claims to be?
I'm sure the voice is having a field day.
Loving it. Doing so bad right now for all these negatives. It's okay though.
What is your current hinder situation?
I'm at 3.
Okay, you're at -3 on whatever this is.
Okay.
So, as a reminder, you have got you've got both bosses. You've got 2 minions that are going to act with the scene, right? You've got local hero as well as security guard who thinks he's going to help. And then you've got the 2 lieutenants as well as Blast Weaver.
Okay. This is fine.
Leave one of the minions for me. I can't. I'm just going to deal with the minions right now. So
we have hurt Justin Jacobs' confidence. That is a major accomplishment.
Okay.
Potential 30 damage. 6.
Who is left? Okay.
You got Blast Weaver with a ship ton of hit points.
I am going to go ahead, and Blast Weaver did not go yet.
Blast Weaver has not acted yet.
I am going to use Disruptive Resonance on Blast Weaver because he is a major threat. I'm attacking using Transmutation, and I hinder using my min die.
Very nice. You'll attack with your mid. You'll hinder with your min.
Oh, let me see. Attack using Transmutation. There is. Could I? Actually, no. I don't have a quality to add to that, unfortunately.
Okay.
And we're still in green somehow. That's fine. So
I'm not.
More rounds to get hit.
This is on Blast Weaver, right?
Yes.
What is going on right now? A 1, a 2, and a 4. So you attack for 2. Blast Weaver is going to go ahead and take it. Well, first of all, let's talk about what does this attack look like?
So,
because it's going to both attack and hinder him.
So typically, what you would do is use environment around them, but this one just opens her palm, has like kind of a short debris around her that's happening, and blasts it out toward Blast Weaver, trying to like just get him off his guard, take the attention away from Prophet, who looks kind of bad.
Yeah, so he takes that 2 damage. He is then going to be hindered by your min die. That's going to put him at a -1 as he's kind of disoriented by this blast. Ooh, boy, we need a good roll here. That was Silent Tempest has now acted. Silent Tempest, you want to hand to the scene? Gold Boss A, Beacon, Warden, or Blast Weaver?
I think I'm going to hand it to Midnight Warden and say, this is going a lot worse than I assumed it would.
Yes.
I may look at Midnight and be like, we need your team with us. We need more to the team.
You say
know
that?
that.
Do you say that?
Oh,
I
Oh.
literally said that.
Okay, I
That's
just
the-
as I'm still
we need-
struggling with the guy.
oh.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to pull the box of wonders if we need the help. I'm going to invoke a. I think it's a what twist do I take? A major twist if I want a red ability. Or is it a minor
think-
one?
Are you still green?
Well, yeah, I'm green, but I can't. Can I go to the red ability if I?
You can
invoke-
only go up one.
You only go down
Oh,
one.
okay.
So
You know what?
can't do that yet.
Okay, I got to get hit apparently.
Look at your green abilities.
Yeah, no, I'm fine. Okay, so what I'm going to do instead is I want to hinder Blast Weaver, and I'm going to use Rabbit in the Hat. Hinder using teleportation. Use your max die. If you roll doubles, which now obviously I won't, also attack using your mid die. And the way I think I'm going to do this, I'm going to like pull the jacket of the guy, and I'm just going to try to wrap it, or like teleport behind Blast Weaver and just wrap it around his head.
Perfect. All right. So let's hope you roll doubles. So what are your
would be
three
nice.
dice?
Teleportation, creativity, and
Love it.
Just a green
Your
die.
green die.
So
Yeah, your green die. Let's roll it.
what could go wrong, right?
Oh my god.
That is.
It's a hinder with the mid die.
The max die.
Oh, very
Oh.
nice. That's minus
yeah.
3. That puts him at a -4 on his next action.
Oh.
Sorry, what is
That's
the max die is the mid.
max die is the highest value, right? So you rolled a 12, a 10. and
Oh,
a
okay. I
6.
thought it's the highest highest sided die.
What's
No,
cool
no,
is
no.
that after you roll, it just all it matters is the results. That's what it's really
Ah.
cool about this system. So you rolled that 9 on your D10, you rolled a 1 on your D12.
All right, good.
So yeah, your max is that 9. So that is a huge hinder on him. You zap over, and this is going to really like he's in trouble, right? He's at a minus now at a minus, what did I say? -4 total.
I just don't know how many hits we can take.
No, I hear you. So what does this look like? You zap over, you've
Yep.
got the coat.
Yeah, just like pull the coat of the guy. I zap over and I just essentially just like pull it over his head and then just take the arms and I don't think I'll have time to make a knot, but I'll just wrap it around real quick. I don't know if it might burn out, but just it'll hinder.
You're
him for a moment.
insignificant as you're just wrapping him up in this.
He's trying to say something.
And of course, our local hero has one of those like double XL like camo jackets that he bought at the army thrift store. You're wrapping him up in that. All right, so you get to hand this off. Do you want to hand off to the scene? Boss A, who's behind the counter.
I'm
Beacon
gonna
or
move it
Blast
to
Weaver?
Beacon. Absolutely.
Beacon, you have got Prophet has crashed into you, thrown
Yeah.
you up against the wall. Your head hits the wall. Prophet falls to the ground in front of you. You see Midnight Warden has now zapped himself over and has wrapped up a Beacon or wrapped up Blast Weaver.
Prophet touches his shoulder real quick and it's like, kid, now's your time to step up. Just go do it.
Yeah. Did any of the crew boss have penalty hinders? I don't remember.
No, I think the only hinder that we have out there right now, if memory serves me, is that we have the -5 on Beacon or on Blast Weaver.
Well, -5 is pretty good. Well, I'm at minus. I'm underground and I'm charged up as a penalty.
So you're at a -3 total on this next action.
Yeah.
So things to think about, right? So that's a huge hindrance to damage. So think about maybe hindering or boosting somebody to clear those hinders. If you're afraid you're not going to do a whole lot of damage, it might be a good time for a boost.
Something you can do to help Prophet. He's hurting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a
Wow.
boost
Prophet.
action?
Yeah, but only for myself.
Defend?
Boost yourself.
Yeah, why not?
Go ahead.
That way you'll clear your hinders. Look at your green abilities.
Yeah, well, I'm yellow actually, so I can.
Oh, that opens things
can
up.
do... Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
What would Beacon do?
Beacon would like to protect the poor people, but Blastweaver annoys me. But he seems to be injured for
Lizzie
the moment.
says, always boost yourself. Good moment to tune back in. She's glad she's back. She thinks you should boost.
Yeah. Well, I boost, but I remove. Well, okay, I'll go with radioactive recharge. Boost yourself using nuclear, then either remove a penalty on yourself or recover using your min die.
Ooh, very nice. So it'll do a little bit of healing as part of it.
Yeah, so
So you're going to use. So what does this look like? Is you are going to make yourself stronger, potentially heal a little bit.
yeah.
What do we see Beacon do?
Probably starts glowing and Prophet is close, so you can feel the heat.
I take my hand back off him. I've had enough heat burns today. I'm good with that.
It's very
way too much nuclear in the bank today.
He's humming.
My Geiger counter is going off.
I think nuclear convictions fits for that.
Conviction, I think, totally fits. And then what your status is yellow. So what's your yellow die?
D8.
Let's do it.
At -3.
Yep. Just roll it. We'll subtract 3 from your effect die.
Okay.
All right.
So boost is just +1.
Yep. So you're going to be +1. Let's do +1 glowing as your boost. And then your min is at 3. And you're at a -3, so you're not going to heal anything. You're going to be at a 0. I think this is a great way to clear that -3. So now you're at a +1 for your next action. Beacon, who you going to hand off to? The Scene, Crew Boss A, or Blastweaver? Oh, God, Blastweaver hasn't got it, but he's at a -5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or -4.
Does it change anything for you guys to go yellow?
No. I mean, actually, for me, if I go yellow, I would have an option to react.
We're going to go yellow either way. So do you want the Scene to go?
Yeah, just
don't worry about the scene.
So the Scene's going to go next. All right, so let's bring up the Scene. The Scene takes us. We are now into yellow. So for those of you that are still on green status die, everybody's at least yellow, except for Prophet is at red. Let's take a look at our Scene. This is a stick up. And then I go to my environment for the financial. All right, we have got 2 minion squads that are going to act here during this. We've got local hero as well as bank security. I think the bank security guy is
he going to help?
You know what? He wants to help. He really, really, really does. He sees what Midnight Warden is doing, just wrapping up the Blastweaver, and he's going to go and he's going to try to help, like, tie a knot to close it up. But I think he ends up bumping into Midnight Warden at that moment. So he's going to hinder. Oh my God, with a 6. Are you kidding me?
Civilians.
Yes. So
what is happening
I want you to
today?
be at a Midnight Warden. You're at a -2 tied up hinder. Thanks to our bank security.
My hands are stuck like in there now as he's like tying up. It's like what? Oh, Lord. Okay.
All right, and our little D4 local hero, he is scared of you, Beacon, so he's going to just shoot his gun at you. He doesn't know who's a hero, who's the thing. Maybe you look a little yellow. Maybe you are a villain.
Everybody's glowing. Yeah.
So he's going to hit you for 3, Beacon. So go ahead and take 3 damage as you get shot by our local
-2,
hero.
so just 1.
That's right, because you're of your innate ability. I forget about that. How you just absorb bullets. So 3 bullets are shot, but only 1 of them makes it through.
I'm gonna use my reaction to reflect 2 damage on him.
Ooh, so you're gonna push one of those bullets back. Can you read the reaction to me?
When you would be dealt damage, you may deal damage to a nearby target equal to the amount reduced by your armored ability. So it's 2
Excellent.
damage.
So you reduced it
But
by
on a
2.
D4, maybe.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you hit him in the arm, and it's a scratch. And he goes, "Oh my God, I've been shot!" And he falls to the ground, and his gun goes like sliding against the ground. He's like, "Oh my God, I've been shot!" And he is taken out of the scene. Well done.
Excellent.
The environment is now going to hand over. I think we have to go to Blastweaver. What does a
What is
-4
that?
Blastweaver have up his sleeve?
-4,
I thought it was
-5.
Up his 4
minus
stars.
five.
There's 2 of them wrapped around
4.
his face right now.
Yeah, I'm counting on that.
He is going to. He's going to go ahead and do "You Are Not Worthy of My Power." Attack multiple targets using nuclear and use your max die. Hinder each target using your mid die. It's clearly Beacon and Midnight Warden. So he is going to go ahead and use nuclear and imposing, and his always. He is at a -4.
Excellent.
Nothing. So he's
Wow.
trying, he rips the coat off. He's trying to react. He doesn't. Now, he has an innate ability called extra attack. When you make an action that lets you make an attack, also make an attack using your mid die. Doesn't matter here. It clears him out. So he has cleared himself out. He's no longer at a minus.
Fair.
But that ended up being very effective
Good
because
job, Warden.
nobody took damage. Nobody got hindered. He's going to hand now to Gold.
It wasn't exactly
Gold-
what I wanted. I thought like shadowy minions were going to come. I didn't know it was going to be a coat wrapping, but
That's
hey,
the best
it
I got
worked.
right now. Is
It
like,
worked.
I'm not
Maybe
there yet.
I punch
All right.
you.
Gotta work up to. I can't just
Boss,
beat
I-
up like that.
Oh, you can
Boss,
now.
You can't just toss coins at me and then just minions come out.
Oh my
But you
God. So
can
Boss
now.
A is going to go ahead and take a shot at Midnight Warden, who's attacking Beacon, who is his
I have a
boss.
quick question though before
Yes.
you do that, because I had the reaction. Because I missed it because the scene has changed right into yellow. I have Vanishing Act. When you change personal zones, you may boost by rolling your single teleportation die. Does
Oh, let's do it.
Okay, because I should have probably done it the moment it switched.
Yeah.
but-
So
Um,
so this is just a boost that you get automatically when you switch.
Okay, yeah. So I want to boost Prophet. Just give him a boost.
Thank you.
By maybe
So what is your
teleporting.
teleportation die?
It's a D12.
Roll it. Roll a D12 and let's see how much you boost him.
Good job, Warden.
Very nice. That's going to give you a +3. So Midnight Warden, what happens? What do you do using teleportation that things are going bad?
I'm
Right.
I'm tied up. So I mean I'm gonna like teleport, but I think I'm going to want to help Prophet because you're probably bleeding profusely.
Oh, yeah.
So
It's rough.
I know that I can move people. Apparently, we just figured that out with Ben. I don't know if the clothes will come with me, but if, you know, you only
He doesn't
wear
have
pants at
much
this point,
clothes.
right? So who knows? But I just want to move you a little bit, but putting you in a better position and boosting you that way. That's my plan.
So what did we say? That was an 8. That gives
Yeah.
you a +3. What do we want to call this?
I'm gonna call it Vantage Point.
Vantage
Yeah.
point.
Oh.
It's gonna
Absolutely
put me in a
love
better
it.
position for my next maneuver.
Yes.
So
Absolutely love it.
And then
All right. So Boss A still needs to fire at you.
Mm-hmm.
So he is going to do 6 damage to you as he's firing his energy gun at you, Midnight Warden.
All right, that's fair.
All right. We are all ready. He is going to hand off to. He's going to hand off to the scene.
Brave.
Mm-hmm.
So we
move the
have
scene up
two
1.
bus and Blastweaver and a cup.
The security.
Security guy.
Security.
The environment has
Security.
2. You have local hero is still a factor, as well as our security guard, or the 2 threats.
But I took him out.
The-
No, the local hero's gone.
Oh,
The
that's right.
hero's
You can
on
take a
shoulder.
local hero out. You're
Yeah.
right. So let me bring up the furnace. So local heroes. So the only person acting right now is bank security,
Yeah.
and I can't introduce a new threat because the scene's already got a threat. So the bank security is going to try to give. Who took out local hero?
That was
It was
Beacon.
Beacon,
Ben.
right?
With his reaction. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's running over to Beacon to try to give you a high five. So he's going to hinder
He
you.
shot at him, and then he's gonna give him a
hate this so much.
He's
Oh,
gonna,
you're on
because
R2.
now he realizes you're a hero. So he's going to try to give you a high five. He ends up slapping you in the face. So that's going to be
He's
a
gonna burn.
-1 slap hinder, please, from our bank security guard.
What is happening?
He's trying to do his best. He really
I
One
see
of the
why this
gold
place
crew on the
keeps
floor.
getting robbed.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, the scene is going to hand off to the now recently slapped Beacon.
Oh, nice.
The Beacon, you got crew boss B, security guard who just tried to high five you in the face. You've got Blast Weaver.
I'm gonna walk over to Blast Weaver. Do I? I don't recognize his voice.
No, the four of you have never encountered Blast Weaver before.
Okay,
Okay.
I just had a little doubt. I'm gonna use energy drain on that guy.
Ooh, so is that an attack?
Yeah, attack
Read it.
using absorption. Hinder that target using your max die.
Excellent.
Ooh,
Like,
very
keep hindering
nice.
this
So
guy.
that's going to be absorption. What quality?
Okay, so absorption. I'm tempted to use conviction for this. He's using nuclear to hurt people, and I can't allow that.
Love it.
And
You're giving nuclear a bad name.
yeah.
And your
okay,
yellow status die, right?
Yeah, D8. I'm glowing, and I've got the cop who's annoying me. So that
Slapped you in the face.
So
Yeah,
is that do they counter each other? You get a +1, -1.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
clear them both.
I'm gonna
Take a
clear
look at your
them.
rewards. Is there something from last issue that you want to use here to help you?
Still have a +3, but I don't think it will. I'm gonna keep it.
All right, it's a flat roll. Let's roll our 3 dice. Let's figure out what your mid. So we got a 3, 5, and
Oh.
9. So remind me what you do.
I'm doing 5 damage,
Okay.
and I'm hindering him at 9.
Ooh.
Excellent.
So it puts him
minus
at
3.
77, and then hindering him with a 9, he's going to be at a -3. Very nice. Walk me through this as you come up and use absorption to hurt and hinder him at the same time.
I push the cup, well, firmly but not too violently, and I'm like running towards the Blast Weaver, and I'm standing in front of him, and I'm drawing his excess energy. Like,
And
that's not.
we see his orange energy being drawn into your yellowish energy, and you're just starting to absorb him and glow even more and more. Thanks for the sub, hey. All right, who are you handing it to?
Oh, let's go.
Look at your ready list.
Prophet.
Please profit.
Okay.
I'm gonna boost everybody. That's why. The other two.
Go.
Same.
Same.
No. I don't want. I am like in the red. I need you guys to go be the front lines right now. I am gonna do my tactician thing that I should be doing the whole time. So,
Ooh, read
all
that.
right,
Read that as what is this?
All right.
What color is this? What act?
This is
active?
yellow. And
This
it's
is yellow,
called
okay.
Booyah. So I'm now at an advantage point. I am standing on like where the tellers are. That's where midnight dropped me, and I
Yep.
can see the whole. I can see everything, and I am going to use the +3 that he's giving me for the vantage point, and I'm using my last +2 that I have from last issue. So I literally am looking out and seeing us finally working as a team. Midnight wrapped up, the villain. I see Beacon hindering
Absorbing
people
the
and
energy.
boosting people, and I know Silent Tempest knows what she's doing, and I saw it in her eye that she was about to help us, but I'm like, I need you to be on the offense right now. So I'm gonna use my +5 with Booyah. It's a boost using imposing. So
Okay.
I'm this big figure now standing up on
Yep.
top of the entire scene, and I'm gonna use vitality because people still can't believe I'm standing with all the shots that I
Nice.
took and
You're
everything.
inspiring
and I'm
on
there.
top of
Yes,
on
I'm
top
just
of the
standing up
teller's
there.
counter.
And
We've
for
got this!
the first time, I call us team, and I yell out, "Team,
Oh.
let's end this." So that's
Nice.
how we're gonna do this. So I apply the bonus to all hero attack and overcome actions till the start of my next turn.
Oh my goodness.
So we can
That's
stack these if you guys all go, and then you all go before I go again. So let's do this, and let's roll.
And essentially, this makes it a
+5.
temporary permanent boost.
Boost, yes.
Okay.
So this is gonna be +5. That is 11 for the +5. My mid is 6, +5.
Everybody except Prophet get a +3 inspired boost.
Ooh.
Nice.
That's it.
Who are you handing it to? And so it was a read it off real quick to make sure we capture everything.
My thing, boost using imposing, which I did.
Uh-huh.
Apply that bonus to all hero attack and overcome actions till the start of
Perfect.
my next turn.
Perfect.
So,
So
let me go
If
last.
we make Prophet
again.
go last next time.
Then everyone gets
then,
like 2, yeah, except for Beacon.
Who are you gonna hand it to, Prophet?
I am gonna hand it to. I mean, I inspired. We have to hand it to a teammate right now. We can get the other guys later.
Fair.
Let's go, Tempest.
Okay.
Tempest.
Look at him
I
being
think-
a leader.
I think we
Finally,
I'm so proud.
Finally.
I think we should all go before the villains.
I disagree because if they go last, then they might
Yes.
make him go first.
yes,
That's a very good point.
Mm.
You do not want me to
Oh.
choose next, right?
yeah.
Mhm.
Very
So,
smart.
I feel a
But
little
Craig
bit
wouldn't do that. That's not fair.
inspired by
Hmm.
profits. So I didn't take my penalties last time, which is 3, and I'm inspired 3, so that
You're
evens each
that's
other out.
great. So clear out your hinders. You're done.
and clear my inspire, and I am going to just.
So your inspire stays until Prophet goes next.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you're at a
And
flat.
I-
He cleared your hinders for you.
Okay, perfect. I am going to just wipe myself off, some of the blood, go to the middle, and I'm going to use chain reaction on absolutely every threat in this room.
Is this a yellow?
This is a yellow ability.
Beautiful. You're going to read it to us?
Mhm. Chain reaction. Attack multiple targets using weather. Use your mid die against each target, and I will take irreducible equal to my mid die as well.
All right. So you're going to do the same damage to everybody.
Mhm.
So let's roll it so that you can get an idea of how drastic this is. And then I need you to narrate it for me.
I'm going to do weather. I'm going to use conviction,
At this point, that makes sense. Yeah.
and I'm in yellow.
Yeah.
And let's see.
Yes.
Eight.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right. We'll start off with
Plus
our
no,
boss B. He is at a D6. You've done 8. This is automatically going to degrade him down to a D4. Our gold boss A, he also degrades down, and I've mistakenly taken him out of the thing. I need to put him back in here.
That's okay.
All right, so that's that. So now we've got Blast Weaver.
Mhm.
Blast Weaver takes 8 points of damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That takes him down to 69 hit points. He has not used a reaction yet.
ugh.
He's going to use Absorb Energy. Defend by rolling your single status die. If that defense reduces the damage to 0, boost using the amount of damage prevented. He's got only a D8 status die. He's going to roll it. That does not reduce it down. So he is going to only end up taking 5 minus. So he gets 5 back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's at 74. So what is this weather that hits everybody?
What you see, because she is trying her, I'm trying my best to control my temper right now. And it comes out as a violent, cold, shocking lightning that's going through all of our enemies at this point and myself, because I also take 8.
Very nice. Very nice. All right, quick hit point check.
Oh,
Where is Silent
security
Tempest?
guard? Security
I'm
guard.
at a hot 13.
Oh, yes. Thank you. I got to go to my
he gets hit
environments.
as well.
Yep.
Oh,
Let's go to my environment. Hold on. He is at a D6. He is taken out. So you're going to take out our security guard.
No more
He
high
is
fives.
zapped. Not dead. He got real tired.
Yeah,
He's very tired. But he's no longer a threat, which is great.
I'm at 13 HP.
13 for Silent Tempest. Beacon?
19.
24.
Warden? Huh?
24. I'm still looking pretty
Prophet?
fresh.
11.
Silent Tempest, you have acted. You can give this to crew boss A or B, Midnight Warden, or Blast Weaver.
I'm going to give it to Blast Weaver.
Blast Weaver is a -3, so I don't think that's a bad choice. Blast Weaver has identified you now, Silent Tempest, as electricity goes into his body. Actually, no. I think Beacon is his target.
I'm
Beacon
in
is
front of him.
absorbing energy out of him at this point.
No.
Let's take a look at what we think Blast Weaver might do. I think he is going to do his "you are not worthy of my power as you are taking it from me." Attack multiple targets using nuclear. Use your max die. Hinder each target using your mid die. Nuclear imposing is always D8. He's going to do this on Beacon as well as Silent Tempest. He's going to attack using his max and hinder using his mid. 5 damage to both Silent Tempest and Beacon.
Is he at a minus?
And a -2 hinder. Blast.
But he's at -3, so he.
Oh, he's at a
He's
-3.
hindered.
What am I talking about?
Yeah, he's hindered. Yeah.
Yeah, -3. So he's only 2 damage.
Okay.
And a -1 blasted hinder.
And Beacon takes nothing because he's got his.
All right, Beacon, you
it's
take
-1.
nothing because of your.
Yeah.
But you still take the -1 hinder.
Yeah.
All right. That is Blast Weaver. He is going to hand it off to Midnight Warden.
All right. So,
+3.
quick question about an attack. If I, or an ability, the bonus applies to the effect die, right? Like if I apply a bonus. Okay. So if I say I would like to apply a +4 from the hero points that I have to that would then apply. I'm thinking of pulling the Box of Wonders now because I can go 1 up. So use telepathy to create a number of minions equal to your mid die. Choose the one same basic action that they each perform. They all act at the start of your turn. So I'm thinking
It's time.
with the boost that I have, the +3, just to make sure we get there, plus the +4 because I have to use it. I think I'm going to do that, but I'm going to have to invoke. Do I choose which principle or?
No, I get to choose your hinders.
All right, please.
Or your twist. So I get to choose your
Yes.
twist. So let's think about this for a second.
Yes.
Chips are down.
Yeah.
We're not even halfway through the scene yet. We have got Blast Weaver with like 60, 70 some odd hit points. We're handling, the minions are gone, right? We've got, still have the lieutenants. We've cleared out the threats for the environment, but when the environment gets to go again, it's going to introduce a new threat. This might be the time for you to pull out the trick that I think, if memory serves, really was the turning point at the Tech Expo.
It did help.
Yeah, it helped
Oh,
a
yeah.
ton. And
That being
also
said-
is go ahead. Also, it's a little bit revealing about Midnight Warden and who
Yeah.
Midnight Warden is and who with Midnight Warden says. I think what happens on this will potentially be the turning point for this as well,
Mhm.
and a great way to start episode 5. Let's go to end credits. Bring us back.
Oh, no, I
Man,
still had
the
the plus
dice were
3.
lopsided this issue, weren't they? Wow. So real quick, how many hero points did we end up with? We ended up with 4 or 3. I can't remember.
Oh,
How many scenes did
uh,
we do?
We did
3?
We did the opening scene in the apartment.
Yep.
Did a scene with Prophet's assistants
the mailroom. Yep.
getting fired. The mailroom was a third scene.
The
A scene at the
detention.
school.
Mhm.
Detention.
And
So I think is there a 5th one or is that it?
The
Fifth would be the
rooftop?
bank, right?
Oh,
Or
the
no?
rooftop
Yeah.
counts as your 5th.
Okay,
5
so
hero
yeah.
points.
Awesome.
So clear out your rewards and divvy up those 5 hero points into new rewards.
Do I get to, because I said I wanted to use it, do I get to still use it and get the new points?
Oh yeah. That's
Yes.
carrying over. That's carrying
That
over.
would be mean. That would be really
Yeah,
mean.
it's like, nah.
Yeah. I still had I still had the plus 3, but
All right, so you
Yeah.
guys can divvy that up between now and the next issue in 2 weeks. It's really interesting to me because like every time I play this game, like we get into like the yellow area and I'm like, my heroes are getting their ass kicked. But as many times as I've run this, it always seems like the heroes end up most times coming out of this. I don't know if that's going to happen. Like you guys are pretty beat up, and Blastweaver's looking pretty good. And what's interesting is like hindering him was huge, right? Getting him at that -4 made him completely ineffective, but that's also you not hurting him, right? And
Yeah.
that's still like new threats coming in from the environment. And we never want to finish out the scene, right? So every round matters. I'm super interested about how this is all going to be done. Z, that's right. Last time I forgot about the minions attacking.
Yeah, so I'm a little concerned this might, what happens if Deacon is out?
But that was
It's
because of
okay.
the twist, wasn't it? Wasn't that the twist that caused that to
Yeah,
happen?
well, no, it wasn't
Yeah.
the twist, the telepathy one that everybody heard what I said.
they
Wasn't
were
that the thing?
too different.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
I
was a different
think
one.
that was the twist that I gave you for using your power.
Right.
Is that if they run out of targets,
Yeah, they would go for.
That's right.
Come to
That's
the
right.
light.
So
right.
let's hope that doesn't
Let's-
happen.
Yeah, well, I'm not going
Ah.
to give you the same twist in a row. Would I ever do that? I could never do that.
I
It'd be
don't
a terrible thing
know.
to do. Dan, thoughts, stars, and wishes. So this issue is kind of a mixture of the social as well as the combat. What were your thoughts about how the system held up with that combination, and then your stars and wishes?
System.
Are you feeling
It's
better
kind
about
of-
the system?
Yeah. But it's kind of a bummer losing your rewards if you haven't spent them.
It's a lesson learned. You guys need to
Yeah.
start spending them and start thinking about lessons learned as you're coming into your issue, I think.
Yeah, I guess.
But it also,
Uh,
I think that makes me lean towards like only having 1 or 2 of them, right? Spreading them out, like having 4 or 5 plus ones.
Yeah. Because we did 3 rounds, maybe?
4th. We're in our 4th now, but yeah.
Yeah.
Stars. So at what point, Dan, at what point did it shine here in the last 2 hours that we've played? What really stands out for you? What was your star?
My star is probably Prophet.
How
He
so?
he had a really bad role, but it looked really great. Yeah, I like it. You did well.
I
Trying
gave up the
to.
most blood. There you go.
I like the imposing boost.
That was good.
Yeah.
No, I felt good
Yep.
about that. That felt like that was the scene. That's what it should have been.
Yeah.
And
That
Dan,
I
what are you
did
wishing
not
for in the
follow.
coming? What are you wishing for in the coming issues?
Well, I wish we can win this fight.
That's a fair wish.
That is fair.
But we'll see. Well, I'm curious to see what more we learn about the cartel, and probably have a deeper conversation with my new roommate. Something
Fair.
more meaningful.
I love that matters. I love that because that's
very
exactly what I
important, very
wanted.
important.
All right, Lou, thoughts, stars, and wishes.
I mean, dice make a story, right? So, although I mean, Mike, dice make the game. Otherwise, we're just telling a story. So, I love that we got lumped up a little bit and we have to deal with it. So it makes it more epic when the dice actually go our way. So that was fun. I really think we got a hold of our powers this time. I think we all kind of understood how these are going, how they work together. So that was good. Took a couple sessions. So that was great. The star, I'm gonna have to say it was. I mean, it was midnight. I mean, he hindered and nullified the villain's turn. Literally nullified it.
Yeah.
I was like, I breathed. I was like a good sigh of relief. I was like, oh my god, we don't have to do nothing. So I'll say that.
I'm going to one up that star because I also loved your creativity, Z, with the coat, and again, it's all of us leaning into the genre, right? Like I could see that comic book panel of somewhat, we got a little bit of an awkward hero here, and he zaps over, grabs the camouflage jacket off one, and goes, "Oh, I guess what I'm gonna."
After it didn't work, right? After it didn't work on the first guy, like all I got is this in my hand. And we go. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
No, very, very cool. So one up on the creativity there, Z. Wishes.
Wishes. Like, I think Prophet. His whole point of being, quote, the leader is his struggle becoming the leader, right? Like he doesn't even lead his own company. He doesn't. Everyone thinks he does, but he doesn't. So I think he's struggling with that. And if this goes well after, he gets some sense knocked into him, maybe he's going to take that role on a little more serious. Next issue. So
and I think
my wish is that he figures that out. I'm able to do that.
I love that storyline that's emerging, Lou, and I love how that's emerging from the game. I'm optimistic that Prophet will do well. He's a middle-aged white cis male. You can fail up. You're going to be fine.
It's I mean, hey,
true. What could go wrong?
Wrong.
The odds are in your favor, Prophet. Z, thoughts, stars, and wishes.
All right.
Sorry, I couldn't leave it. I had to do it.
That's fair. Thoughts? I don't really have thoughts.
Sure.
I just have stars and wishes. For me, stars were just the gun nuts, the slap in the face. Just I don't know. Like today felt like much funnier in a weird way. Like it felt. It is a serious fight, but it doesn't feel as serious. It's just like I really like those comic relief moments, and I could really imagine those, and just like Beacon just getting slapped in the face, and just that was just great.
Hey, you're a hero.
Amazing. And the gun nut, it's just I just love it. And for wishes is seeing the character development for the group, like Lou said, like, oh, we're finally a team here and we're starting to maybe work more together. I would love to see that, how that pans out. Yeah.
What's interesting me about that, Z, is the two universes, one where you guys succeed at the end and one where you guys fail at the end, are going to be very interesting about what's next. In both cases, what is next for the four of you? I think that's cool.
Agreed. Last
but not least, Silent Tempest, Suit Up, which was my star. Dika, what are your thoughts, stars, and wishes?
Real quick about the system. The more I play it, the more I'm understanding it. I do got to get a lot better at remembering, like, to add in my penalties. Because they just start stacking up at the end. Because I was like, oh crap, not another one. It's still here. Remember, do better. So that's one thing I personally have to recall, because it's not automatically taken into the dice roll.
Yep.
And stars, I gotta give it the Prophet. I like the moment he was like, team, I don't have to be up in front. Because it's not that Silent Tempest doesn't respect him, it's that she doesn't respect his leadership style. She was called on this team. There's absolutely no leadership. She could do more, but I'm like part-time employee.
Yeah.
Why? You got this. So I'm gonna keep nitpicking at you and until you're worth following.
Well, and what's neat is that you and Lou have really started to create an interesting relationship between Tempest and Prophet. Prophet is hear no evil, see no evil a little bit, right? So I feel like Prophet's a little concerned about you being on the team. You're concerned about his leadership. There's a very interesting dynamic, but I also feel like the two of you respect each other, but maybe not for the reasons you want to be respected. I don't know. I think it's
so. I'm playing it entirely how we started when we made characters. That we did not have a relationship. That was part of. We had none. So I feel like we're building that. We're chipping away at these. How do we do this dynamic? Because I had relationships with the other two, just like you did. So
the role play really helps a ton.
Yeah, and to be honest, I'm on this team because it's like, oh, I get a second chance. Why would I not join?
Prophet is literally watching Tempest injure herself multiple battles now for the betterment of the team. Like I noticed, maybe the other guys don't, but I see like you're like physically hurt after you do that lightning thing. And I realize the sacrifice you're making, because you figure a normal villain, why would you hurt yourself? That's the last thing you're going to do.
I did compliment her during the fight.
This isn't about you, Ben. This is not about you.
So real quick to pull back the curtain a little bit, I think we've talked about it. In fact, I don't think we did it on camera, but one of the things that we did is we had bonds that were created. So every character had two bonds with one another. And what Lou was talking about is he had a bond with Midnight Warden. He had a bond with Beacon. He did not have a bond with Silent Tempest. I got to tell you guys, since I have started using these bonds thing, I'm getting so much gas out of these things. They're the smallest things in the world, and I feel like as players, it allows them to not be first session. It allows them to bring a little bit of history, a little bit of juice to work with, to be able to start role playing with each other right out of the gate. So for those of you interested, just email admin@thirdfloorwars.com. I'll share the bonds that I gave the four of them to pick from. I've got it in a nice PDF if you want it. Can't wait to see how this goes.
So real quick, we didn't name the issue.
Oh, we got to name the issue.
We did not.
All right. So I do have a suggestion, but I don't.
I can tell.
I have one too.
Right. Did you draw it?
Yeah.
No. I have there is no I in team ... but there is a $sign. That's what I want to call it. But that's it. That's a long one, but that's
That is a long one, yeah.
I think I would just call it suit up.
maybe.
It was
Right?
it was a good line.
That was a great line. I forgot
Here's
about
why I love Suit Up is because our opening scene has to deal with underwear. And that's where the title comes, right? Is in the opening scene is
Yes.
Suit Up.
It's suit up. Oh,
Yeah,
It's in. I'm
I
already
did
typing
lose
it
my
in.
clothes.
It's-
Yep,
like
add
it.
it to,
Yep.
add it to
Suit
your
Up it is.
collection. And after our 5th issue, we then are going to combine that into a collection, and that becomes a permanent boost that you can use every issue going forward. So, all right, folks, love you, mean it. Coming up is Blade Runner. Super big announcement, kind of, is our friends at Bully Pulpit Games, who is Jason Morningstar's company, is giving us an advance play of the new game they're going to be crowdfunding in a couple weeks or months. It's every time Jason makes something, I fall in love with it. We're going to be playing 2 of Jason's games. Ghost Court is coming up. You don't want to miss it. It's the first time a LARP style game has been on the program. We're going to have 10 people playing this game at once on stream. And then the new super secret storyteller card driven game is, I feel like it, reading the rules for it, it's like a mixture between Fiasco and Desperation. It's super interesting. You don't want to miss it. Take care, all.
Good night.
Howdy, friends. Thank you for watching. All our content is archived and organized in playlists on the Third Floor Wars YouTube channel. Check it out. And if you could like, follow, subscribe, and even set your notifications to this channel on YouTube and Twitch, we'd appreciate it, and it'll make sure that you catch all of our content. I talk with creators, designers, and experts across the gaming landscape in every episode of our podcast, Tabletop Talk. Open up your favorite podcatcher and search for Tabletop Talk from Third Floor Wars. Support your creators. They make the content you love, and it's your support that makes it happen. If you want to help us, go to Third Floor Wars on patreon.com, and you can help us for as little as $1 a month. Thanks again. We'll see you next time. Take care.